What precisely lies at the edge of the indisputable universe? Without a question, this has stayed private for a surprisingly long time, controlling interest and standard among researchers and fans. The James Webb Space Telescope holds the best way to deal with uncovering this colossal secret with its strong focal core interests, looking further into space. It has indeed offered an important expression of what lies at the edge of the noticeable universe. Exactly when we analyze the edge of the universe, getting the chance of the noticeable universe is fundamental. The noticeable universe consolidates everything that could be seen, measured, and studied from Earth or our space-based telescopes and exploratory tests. Right now, it contains stars, frameworks, and other splendid articles that are within our observational reach. Consequently, what's the capability between the universe, with a capital U, and the recognizable universe? In direct terms, the recognizable universe is only a bit of piece of the whole universe that we can study and appreciate. While the total size and state of the whole universe are dull, there is a typical width of the undeniable universe, which is around 93 billion light-years. Eventually, a light-year is a unit of distance that light goes in 1 year, which is around 5.88 trillion miles, or 9.46 trillion kilometers. Appropriately, the width of the noticeable universe, 93 billion light-years, is an inconceivably huge field spreading over around 546,845,668,780 billion trillion kilometers, appearing the incredible size of our enormous normal parts that is difficult to endeavor and esteem. By and by, why is the universe so impossibly colossal? The response lies in its starting stages. The hypothesis of how things came to be lets us know that for the most part 13.8 very some time back, the universe was brought into the world in a solid effect. This interesting occasion set off a quick turn of occasions. From there on out, the universe has been connecting at an unquestionably quicker speed, driven by peculiar forces like dark energy. As the universe extended, particles of matter started assembling due to the power of gravity, shaping astounding plans like stars, frameworks, and eventually, even planets like our adored Earth. Over endless years, these huge plans extended and turned out to be more complicated, prompting the phenomenal grouping of things and whimsies that we notice all through the universe today. Notwithstanding the vastness of the universe, it is overwhelmingly void. To place it in setting, on the off chance that we cut back our whole nearby planetary group to the size of a quarter, the closest star would still be the distance of 2 soccer handles away. This is inside our smooth-way endless system, which is one among billions in the noticeable universe. You could consider why we could never see the whole universe? There are 2 components that understand this. The head reason is that light requires some dare to go through space. At the second that we look at far-off objects in the universe, we're genuinely seeing them as they were in the past. The farther away an article is, the more its light has taken to contact us. Along these lines, by seeing far-away tremendous structures, we're basically recollecting in time, unwinding the true foundation of our universe. The resulting explanation is the universe's development. Imagine spots on the outer layer of indetonating expand. As the inflatable grows, the specks make some distance from one another. A similar standard applies to the universe, where structures are floating disengaged as space itself expands. This extension makes the light from a long way off articles become loosened up, also moving towards longer frequencies which we see as red shift. At last, 2 or 3 articles will move past our observational reach as they retreat past a specific distance. Considering these parts, it's not amazing that we haven't seen the whole universe yet. As of now, the prospect of the edge of the universe is a wonderful subject that has captivated experts, scholastics, and minds apparently forever. We have a broad assortment of speculation about what lies past, yet reality remains interesting. Notwithstanding, there are 3 hypotheses that stick out. The key hypothesis is that the universe continues with for each situation everlastingly. This hypothesis depends upon the cosmological standard, which conveys that the universe is isotropic, implying that it appears undefined toward each way. Assuming this standard ends up being consistent with structure, it recommends that the universe connects on interminably without a cut-off. That is what the resulting hypothesis proposes. The universe is confined, however, it doesn't have a reasonable edge. Then again, this proposes its equivalent to a monster ball, and, in case you progress toward it in any case, you will ultimately return again to where you started. The third hypothesis is the multiverse hypothesis, which proposes that our universe is only one of various imagined a lot of comparable universes, each with its arrangement of rules and properties. These universes could be altogether startling from one another or some way related. Thus, we've inspected considerations integrating the edge of the universe by looking at organized hypotheses. We've allowed us to direct our engagement toward a sublime device that holds the probability to reveal information on these secrets, the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST. This tremendous telescope licenses us to look far back in time and find startling articles from the beginning of the universe. The JWST, with its high-level capacities, has empowered cosmologists to peer again into the beginning of the universe and moreover plan to have your cerebrum blown. They've accidentally followed down something unforeseen. In one more report scattered in the journal Nature, the JWST tracked down 6 colossal universes that existed between 500 million and 700 million years later. The colossal blast. Specialists were essentially hoping to find little lately formed structures. In any case, the JWST got them. They are way more noteworthy, and that's just the beginning. Startling that anybody would ever envision testing what we expected. We had some awareness of the early universe. Yet that's not all. Researchers besides track down something unimaginable. These universes are basically as experienced as our 13 billion-year-old smooth-way universe. The mass of stars inside these things amounts to a couple on numerous occasions more prominent than that of our Sun. According to the evaluation, one of them unequivocally may be however much 100 billion times our Sun's mass. For relationship, the smooth way contains a mass of stars commensurate to around 60 billion suns. This telescope has an unprecedented power. It can see things that are theoretical to our eyes. By utilizing infrared light, it gets the weak shimmer from old stars and immense structures that have been around apparently everlastingly. This gathers the JWST could from a veritable view anytime take us back in time, giving a succinct look at what the universe had all the earmarks of being around 13 billion years back. Eventually, here's where it gets truly interesting. The universe is reviewed to be around 13.7 billion particle years old. So this exposure has flipped around things. It seems to be redesigning the arrangement of Encounters books. These huge universes, nicknamed universe breakers, have trained professionals scratching their heads. They tried by far the greater part of the models we had for ahead of schedule universes. We used to think universes begun as basically nothing, floods of stars and development, step by step, making long term. To be certain, these universe breakers demonstrated us wrong. Right when the Webb information and HIO photographs from the telescope opened up in July 2022, specialists were stunned. They were staggered when they saw these universes as monstrous indications of light. Examining their own translation of the information, the unexpected appearance of these tremendous things, like they ought to have been found, dazed everybody. By utilizing spectroscopic strategies to review light across various frequencies, researchers can uncover critical data about these universes, like their construction, size, and distance from Earth. Enchanted that this vital divulgence wasn't to be certain even on the main right on the cache, the overview of things trained professionals expected to find with the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, beat all doubts. What's more, it spread out a lot speedier than guessed. There's even a likelihood that a piece of the things tracked down utilizing Webb information might be something completely outstanding. While most are reasonable universes, possibly a couple could be disguised very tremendous dull openings. Here is the captivating part. The known mass of stars known to mankind is at this point recognized to depend genuinely upon various times more than we as of late thought. This revelation is at this point amazing whether we contemplate as it were a big part of the model in the NM. The new divulgence is based on 4 universes with red moves more basic than 10, surmises they are really far away. The Hubble Space Telescope lately spotted 2 of these universes, and their red developments were authenticated to be 10.38 and 11.58. Besides, the JWST Advanced Significant Extragalactic Review, JADES, is an extreme program that has been distributed north of a month of the telescope's time. It will probably give an astonishing beginning to end research of the early universe. In 2015, a consortium of instrument packs proposed this try, forming a general affiliation known as JADES. It included an over-the-top 80 cosmologists and trained professionals from 10 extraordinary countries. Starting with NCAM, the JADES program committed over the course of 10 days of mission time to seeing a touch of the sky, including the Hubble Ultra-Critical Field. For north of years, cosmologists have been investigating this local utilizing different immense telescopes. By zeroing in on the field in 9 unique infrared repeat packs, the JADES pack made a brilliant openness vary almost 100,000 far-off structures each billion of light-years away. Then utilizing the NPC spectrograph, the researchers gathered light from 250 universes during a 3-day seeing period. This connected with them to uncover the properties of the gas and stars inside these universes and get distinct red shift values. With these evaluations, stargazers can pick the unavoidable splendor of the universes and measure how much stars they contain. This contemplates a wide assessment of universe blueprint after some time to be sure, even without direct information on their early-on progress stages. Focusing on structures can be just similarly trying as understanding people. The early times of stars fundamentally impacted the fate of universes relative, as how our eyes encounter shape our lives. This is a remarkable time in history when the historic capacities of the Webb telescope are tending to various demands about affected systems. NASA's Critical Space Observatory Telescope is adjusting